It's time once again for the Cluckin Crew podcast with your hosts, series creator and voice of Chucky Chicken, Michael Cook, lead director, storyboard artist, and compositor, Elias Levine, and art director, lead character designer, and lore keeper, Tino Calcaterra. Join us for animation news, behind-the-scenes info on the series, special guests, audience interactive events, and much more. And now, on with the show!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the Cluckin Crew podcast, the official Chucky Chicken podcast. I am your host, the creator and voice of Chucky Chicken himself, Michael Cook. With me, as always, is my very dear friend, my co-director, co-producer, head of storyboarding and compositing, Elias Levine.
Hello, once again, everybody.
And next to me is our art director, lead character designer, and official lore keeper, Tino Calcaterra.
Hello, girls and germs.
Yes, and we have a very, very special guest tonight, my little sister, firefighter, paramedic extraordinaire, Danielle Cook.
Hi. Not so little anymore, Mike.
Oh,
We've gone over this.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, right, all right. Everybody, welcome my sister Danielle. Chucky Chicken fans have heard her as one of the earliest voices of Chelsea. You've heard her in Grim Grinning Giblets, and you haven't heard a lot from her since, but we're trying to change that. And yeah, we have her on because of her fire expertise and because tonight we are doing a charity stream. So I don't know if y'all know this or not, but there is like a lot of fires going on in California right now. And we have quite a few friends who have not only evacuated, but lost their homes, have lost essentially everything. And there's just, the fires are still going, right? They still haven't been able to get these things contained. So we're actually going to be doing a charity stream for the California Fire Foundation, which is a nonprofit organization which provides emotional and financial assistance to families of fallen firefighters, and the communities they protect. It was formed in 1987 by California professional firefighters, and its mandate includes an array of survivor assistance projects and community initiatives, including the California Firefighters Memorial, the firefighters and their families, victim assistance, and community improvement. So here's how today is going to work. We will be doing some requests on stream tonight. Both Elias and Tino will be taking on the charge. We will be only accepting requests that come with donations. Now, I will say this. Do not send super chats tonight because the super chats take forever to get to us, and we want to help these people right away. So I have provided a link in the description where you can go and make your donation directly to the CFF. Once you make your donation, send a screenshot, and then we will, with your request, and we will get it made. But yeah, that's the plan for tonight, along with having Danielle on just to talk with us about being a firefighter, but also just to bring some laugh, have some fun, and, you know, it's just been a hell of a year for so many people. We just want to have some fun. And
It's been a hell of a year. It's January.
I know. It's only been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So yeah, but anyway, before we go on, let's go. And by the way, Danielle, don't. If you guys are worried about embarrassing me in front of my sister,
Don't be.
yeah, I'm fine.
Don't be.
We embarrass
I mean,
you on
we are
stream
not, but okay.
almost every week.
Yeah, you embarrassed me in front of the important people.
Our lovely
I
viewers.
don't know what you're talking about, Michael. We do that all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Power for the courts here. Anyway, before we move on, let's say hi to all the folks who are here. Charlie Heart Studios is in the audience today. Kimberly and Julia Gonzalez are both here. Hi, girls. Good to see you. Alam Aguilar is here. Shay White is here. Hello, Shay. How you doing? Farnagan is here. Let's see who else is here. Link Hello, Link. Good to see you here. Stream. No, that's OBS. Idali Baez is here. Hello. Good to welcome. You've been trying to get to the stream for such a long time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Harvey Maltese Muncie is here. Cat Fox is here. Wolfian Reigns is here. And oh, let's see here. Jordan, the DreamWorks and NBC Universal fan, is here tonight. That is awesome. Yeah, that's all the folks that are currently watching the stream. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. So before we get going, how's everyone on the dais tonight? How we all doing?
I'm pretty good.
Gucci.
Nothing too crazy to note.
There you go.
I mean, aside from what happened yesterday, but I don't need to talk about that.
No, we don't need to talk about that. That's old news. But you do sound a lot happier.
Yeah. It was so weird. Like, while I was trying to go to sleep last night, there was this moment where, like, I just had that, like, rush of, like, that pure anxiety of, like, before the conversation. And I'm just like, why is this even here?
Right.
That happened earlier.
Yeah, it's gone. Let it go,
It
baby.
is. Yeah.
Yeah. Fly free and it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that exactly. Exactly. So, well, anyway, so yeah, Danielle, how are you? How have you been? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Feeling a little under the weather today, but
Oh,
I'm
no.
doing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's Ollie Bear doing? Oliver is her dog.
Oh, Oliver James is doing just fine, being pampered as usual, laying on the couch, staring at me, wondering why I'm talking to myself. But but he's doing good. He's doing really good. He's
There you
my for those of you who don't know, he is my almost 9-year-old purebred German Shepherd, weighing in at a whopping 160 pounds. I'm sorry, 190 pounds. My apologies.
He's a big old boy.
190 pounds. He's a big old boy. Been my best friend for 5 years, so
Yeah.
we do everything together.
Yeah.
I did get clearance to bring him to the firehouse one of these days, so I'm going to have to
good.
do that.
Oh, that's nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, so that'll be fun.
Speaking of firefighters, and what you do, chat, if you have any questions for Danielle about what she does or, anything like that, feel free to ask. But I'm just going to go ahead and open up things here with, obviously, I know how, I was there somewhat for when you started at the academy and everything, but what was, for those who don't know, what was like the steps for you when you realized, you know what, I want to do this for the rest of my life?
So the process is different for each state, but for the state of Illinois, they require you 9 times out of 10 to be a licensed paramedic to be a part of the fire department. Not everywhere is like that, but most places are like that. So what I had to do first was I went to EMT basic school and got my basic certification, my basic license.
Right.
And then after that, I spent a year and some change in paramedic school, which is just a higher scope of practice than an EMTB. And then after paramedic school, I went to the fire academy for about 5 months or so. And then after the fire academy, I got hired as a contract paramedic for Batavia, and then I worked at Addison, and then I got hired full-time at Naperville as a union firefighter paramedic.
Yeah, and this is in Illinois, by
So
the
it's
way.
about, I would say, a little over 3 years of consistent training that you have to do initially to get hired, but
Yeah.
yeah, been a paramedic for almost 10 years.
Nice. Yeah, it has been almost 10 years, actually, yeah. That's insane. This is your 9th anniversary, right? This year?
Yes, it is my 9th anniversary.
Well, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love it. I wouldn't do anything different.
So,
That's so cool.
yeah. So, and fellas, if you have any questions for Danny here, feel free to ask. I mean, I've known the kid 30 years, so.
Yeah, me and my sibling go way back.
Yeah, I try to keep a lot of what I see, hear, smell, experience kind of outside of my family unit,
Hmm.
because they don't need to know all that, right? Like I chose to take that on, so they didn't, and there's no reason to put that imprint on them, you know. So he doesn't know as much as he thinks he knows, but
But you
he knows
guys
enough.
imprint away, like traumatize the audience.
Oh, well, you see, Mike, that would go against everything I stand for,
I know, I
firefighter mental
know.
health.
I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. I'm seriously just joking. So, oh my gosh. Hey, Happy Coleman's in the audience. Hello,
Hey,
Happy.
hello, Happy. That's
You
one
are,
of our crew people.
yeah, you're more than welcome to come on and join us on stream if you'd like and meet Danielle. Jolly Knight has also joined us. Hello, Jolly Knight. Welcome. Holy cow! I told them not to do it, but they did it anyway. Oh my gosh, Tamarco coming in with the $50 super chat. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
He says 50 here and 50 in the Thank you. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh wow.
50 here and 50 in the donation. Can't stay, but I wanted to wish you all well and take care. Hopefully we can get to the long weekend with a smoother rest of the week. Toonie hugs for y'all. Thank you so much. All right, we are off and running with a $50 donation, and I'm going to take this super chat and I'm going to donate it to CFF when we get it. So that's already $100. We're up to a good start.
Wow.
Yay!
Awesome.
Woo! Oh my gosh. Happy
We are so back.
We are
We
back.
so back.
We are doing it, baby. Thank you for the invitation. I must decline. I'm just here to check in and make sure y'all ain't doing anything sketchy. Well, speaking of sketchy, do one of you fellas have your y'all ready to draw?
Yeah, I can pull
Yeah.
my thing out real quick.
Okay. Oh, we got a boat of them. So Danielle, this is fun. You get to see these fellas basically. Well, you don't because you can't see everything on Discord.
Sure can't,
Yeah,
but I'll be able to.
I forgot
I'm
about
sure you'll
that.
send me some pictures. Yeah. At least I can get on.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
that's the beautiful thing about my new fancy dancy PlayStation 5,
Yes.
which I appreciate. Thank you for Christmas.
Oh, of course. Yeah. You are more than welcome. You think, I'd say thank, the other person, but yeah, you're welcome.
Speaking of trauma,
I'm not gonna let, we all know how it goes. But anyway,
it'd be like that sometimes.
yeah, we don't talk about trauma. No.
Oh gosh.
We don't talk about trauma. There we go. So yeah, so basically you're gonna be, I'll send you pictures and stuff, so it'll be fun. But
Please
anyway,
do. That's cool.
yeah. So so
Go ahead, ask away. Whatever.
I don't know. I just
The world's so vast when it comes to
It do-
firefighting, and things aren't as simple as they appear.
yeah. Adali Baya says, I'm kind of scared to be a fireman woman. I feel like I would be the one to unintentionally start a fire rather than stopping it.
Interesting. I wish I could ask follow-up questions, but okay.
You can. You can.
What do you say?
You
This?
can.
mean,
They will
if it-
respond to the they'll respond to the
If it
comments.
makes
I'll
you
read
feel,
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
might
if
be a
it
little
makes
delayed, but...
if it makes them feel any better, I like to start fires too. So it's fine. I just don't do it when I'm on the clock.
Yeah.
She's
That's
quite
fine.
the pyro.
Exactly. It's
I have a
out of
fire going
Warcraft,
right now.
So
Yeah, that's fine. You could still love fire and be a firefighter. That's
true.
kind of half. That's kind of half the purpose.
I mean,
I mean,
There's a
fire
big
is not
difference
just
between good
destruction.
fire and bad fire.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah,
You-
that's why education is important.
You do fight with those
Um,
things and people that you love.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're not
Something-
alone there, pal. I like to light stuff on fire. I just practice good fire safety practices in my house.
Yeah.
Wow, that sounded weird.
Yeah.
Why was that difficult to get out? Oh my, maybe I'm having a stroke.
No. Being on the podcast does that to you. Like, trust
Yeah.
me. Julia
Oh,
asks.
Oh,
Oh, go
okay.
ahead.
Yeah.
You first.
Oh,
You
Go ahead
first.
and
oh,
get.
oh,
Okay.
oh.
Are there Dalmatians at the firehouse?
No, but I wish. I wish. No, there's
That's so
not.
cute, the Dalmatians.
Yeah.
I know. I'm trying to push for a therapy dog, but
I wonder where
people.
the whole Dalmatian firefighter thing started.
You know what? I honestly don't know the history behind that. I wish that I did. I knew at one point because they teach you about dogs and stuff in fire school, but I don't know enough about it to speak on it.
Well, That's simple. That's a simple Google search. But
Let's
anyway,
ask good old Google.
yes.
I was gonna ask like how do you go about planning like a fire plan for your house?
Like a pre-plan
Yeah.
for my personal house or for
I mean,
like
general
residents and
advice that you would
Yeah.
give to people.
So what I would recommend in every house is working smoke detectors, working combination detectors for carbon monoxide and for smoke. I would have at least two of them, one in the hallway or by the
Oh.
kitchen and the others near common areas like bedrooms and living
And
rooms
like
and
check
stuff like
them
that.
regularly.
Yeah, I would change the batteries at every time we change the clocks. They're typically good for 10 years if you
Oh.
get the right ones. So you
Oh,
don't
I
need
didn't
to
know that.
replace them. Yeah, so they're typically good for 10 years. And they come with a whole set of instructions on how to use them, what the beeps mean, all that type of stuff. But I would recommend smoke detectors and at least two extinguishers in your house. One in the kitchen and one in the garage.
Oh.
Very
And if
cool.
How
you're
do
a
you
hoarder
think, like,
Go ahead.
oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
No. How would you say like somebody to handle different kinds of fire? Because a lot of people don't know what's like an electric fire or like grease fire in the stove.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I would strongly recommend not putting water on a grease fire in your kitchen. If something is on fire on the stove,
I mean,
I
unless you
would.
have death wish, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because the.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Because trust me, I was gonna say the same thing. But typically, right when you have a fire on the stove, oil and water don't like each other to begin with when they're not hot.
They are bitter exes, if you will.
Yeah, so they're like that toxic ex you just want to punch
They're
and you
always
just never want
fighting.
to see again. Yeah, always fighting, can never agree on anything. Now, when you heat things up and one of them's on fire, you don't want to combine the two because it can actually make the fire worse.
Yeah.
So my recommendation and a good practice would be, if you have the ability to put a lid on whatever you're cooking, turn off the heat, put a lid on it, and eventually it will start to smother itself. You can put salt on it, and that will
Oh, I
smother
didn't
it
know that
too.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so you can put
Useful.
salt on it as well. I would not recommend depending on where your exit is, right? I would obviously not recommend playing with fire and bringing it outside, but if you can safely, obviously remove it from the enclosed building. But I would recommend just trying to smother it and pouring a bunch of salt on it, removing the heat. That's going to take away its fuel or its oxygen, and it won't be able to sustain itself. It'll eventually go out, and it'll smell really bad. But with grease fires, that's typically how you want to use it, or an extinguisher if you have one, which is why it's good to have one.
Indeed. What would you there's a lot of people. There's actually people who are on stream tonight who live in California, and I'm sure that they are dealing with the. There's a lot of people obviously who have lost their homes, and there's that tendency. What am I saying? There's that urge to want to get back to your house as quickly as possible after the fire is done, right? But
Mhm.
it's very dangerous to do so. What are some of
Mhm.
the things like if you heard somebody who said, "I got to get to my house right now," what would you tell them to do? Like for people who have lost their homes, like what's the first course of action as a firefighter that you would tell them to do?
Well, that's such a loaded question because every situation is different.
Hmm.
Um, because everybody has their memories in their home, right? So I would say, wait till it's safe to go back. You don't know what kind of damage has been done structurally to your home if it's still standing.
Hmm.
If they've actually been able to get to your house and do suppression efforts, water adds additional weight that you may not take into consideration. So even if you
The
do,
house bones.
yeah,
Hmm.
so even if you do go in there, and it's been soaked and drenched with water, that's extra weight that's been added to your home that's already compromised, right? So unless it's been deemed safe to go in, which I would imagine given the efforts that have been put out to extinguish these fires, a lot of homes have not been deemed safe to go back in for salvage and overhaul.
Hmm.
So I would strongly recommend people just to wait until it's safe, but you know, you can't make people stay away from their homes, right? It just
Right.
that's such a hard thing. Most of the time when we're on a scene and we're dealing with a structure fire and the families there, we do everything that we can to make sure that they're provided for, direct them to a place to stay, give them the resources that they need, whether it be food, water, shelter, that type of thing, and just try to console them the best that we can, because that's a hard time for them, right? Like, although we could be high-fiving in the front yard because we got to fight a fire, like this family just lost everything. So
Right.
just
Hmm.
remembering that you have to console these people and comfort them and let them know that it's not the end. This is just part of the plan, right? And their purpose, right? You can always rebuild, but just being sensitive to those people that have lost everything and try to encourage them to go in when it's safe
Hmm.
would be my recommendation.
Well, there you go.
It's not easy though. People will do
No,
whatever they want to do.
I know. It's just it's so tough. Julia says we live
People
in the
always think they're invincible.
yeah.
Yes, they
Julie,
do.
how do you do with people like that?
People who think they're invincible?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. How do you deal with people like that?
I don't.
I mean, you don't, yeah.
I don't. I just let
uh,
them burn out. Like, I let them do their thing.
You let them.
I
you
don't.
wanna go ahead? Sure.
Yeah, just like I don't chase people,
Mhm.
right?
Hmm.
If I'm trying to take care of you on a medical side and you get up and you run away, see you later. Have a nice jog. I'm not chasing you. I
Oh,
I don't
I
get
mean, at
paid
some
enough to
point you have
chase
to
you.
like put your life to in consideration too.
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know where you're running. I don't know who's back there. I don't know if I'm gonna get shanked or stabbed or jumped or what. No, you enjoy your jog. I'll be there when you fall over.
And
It
then
just,
and she'll laugh at you.
well, maybe not at first. I'll make sure you're okay first. But we can only control what we can control, right? And we are the safest when we're operating in our environment, which is in the back of a medic on a
Mhm.
medical call. And if my safety is in jeopardy or my crew's safety is in jeopardy, and this patient decides to get violent and says, "I want to leave, I want to leave, I want to leave," I will open the door for you, and you can leave. Because I'm not, I got a family to come home to, and people that depend on me. So I'm not.
I would say like people in a panic, you never know what they're capable of.
Right.
They
Hmm.
are ridiculously strong.
Oh
Yeah.
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 That is the one
Well,
thing
it's
I will say.
all of the adrenaline rushing through your body in that moment. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they are just ridiculously strong. That is the one consistent thing about people in panic is that they are consistently strong.
Mhm. Well, it's that adrenaline rush, right, of seeing everything that you've loved and adored just, be
Go up in
destroyed.
flames.
Yeah, exactly.
It's that survival instinct, but
Yeah.
it's a bit of a double-edged sword.
It truly
I
is.
mean, if I saw my cat go up in flames, I would just go there with him.
Not Mr. Cheese.
Exactly. Mr. Cheese is dear to me. If he's not alive, I don't want to be alive either.
Oh my God, we don't need grilled Mr. Cheese.
No, don't say that, Michael.
I'm sorry.
No, I remember this one time I was living in this apartment complex. I was on the 16th floor, and the fire alarm went off, and I was like, "Oh, so." I
What's
didn't
that
thought it
noise?
I thought it was like a drill, or
Yeah,
I
what's
thought it was
that
like a
noise?
drill or something, or I thought like
Huh.
I thought it was like nothing. I thought it was just gonna like stop after a little bit because like I don't know, maybe someone cooked something.
I
too
mean,
hot.
sometimes they might
But
function.
no, and then I heard the sound of a big vehicle approaching outside, and I was like, oh, okay, so
I'm in
Oh, so this
danger.
is happening.
I'm not saying.
I'm in danger.
it's not advised, but
I am
I
in
did
danger.
get my cat in his carrier, and I did carry him because the elevators were shut off, so I carried him 16 flights of stairs down to the bottom floor.
Right.
And then I came out, and
I mean,
this lady
in a
was just
fire,
like,
you're not supposed to be in
you're
an
not
elevator.
supposed to, but also like I came out and I had my boy in his carrier, and this lady looks at me and is just like, oh, it's sweet that you would do that, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Of course,
Gonna
I would
leave my
rather
cat
save my
here?
cat than my
do you want?
computer.
Dude, you psych.
You gonna let him burn to death? I know it's not
Oh.
advised, but
That would
No,
be
I,
kind of,
I would strap my German Shepherd to my back. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
I get it. I would run into normal burning buildings, but I would run into a burning building twice as long to save my dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no there is no compromise
question.
there. Yeah,
This
no.
is not an animal. This is family.
I don't have a
Yeah.
dog to save.
You have an electronic cat.
Okay, we
You
don't
do
we don't need to talk about that. Thank you.
Oh, okay, too soon. All right, my bad.
That,
I'm just saying, you got something.
this isn't the embarrass Mike portion of the story here.
Okay.
No, none
So-
of it's gonna be embarrassing.
I hope not. Idali Baez actually has a very interesting fact about firemen. A rare fact about firemen is that despite increasing numbers, women still only make up a very small percentage of the workforce, with statistics showing that only around oh God,
Michael.
excuse me. I'm sorry.
All right.
No.
Yeah, right? You
Yeah.
okay?
I think I have. Okay, because Danielle
Is this-
Danielle has the same
What?
intestinal problem, like holes in your intestinal tract.
This is true.
Yes. So I figured out what that is. So how I nearly die every time I drink something.
Anywho, you were saying.
Yeah, 4% of firefighters are female. Ugh. Excuse me.
Oh man.
I love that
Okay.
it's right after female every time.
Sorry. I said I was sorry. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
The unfortunate
The numbers are growing. And that is true. We still are in a male dominated field, but there are women that are slowly joining the force.
Yeah. I'm getting
Awesome.
something in the chat here that says, will they respond to our questions? I am trying to get, yeah, I'm responding to questions, but only if they're about firefighters for Danielle or anything related to what we're doing. I'm not talking about DreamWorks
Yeah,
or
a rare episode where we're not talking about cartoons.
yes. So
Now, cartoon fires, that's another thing.
cartoon fires, yes. Do you have a favorite cartoon about firefighters or anything like, fire related? Danielle.
Me?
You.
Just the one that you made. Fire hose.
Aww.
I think Arthur had like an episode about firefighters.
I think they did. That feels right.
I like that.
I don't really like to watch shows that are or cartoons or anything or read books or listen to podcasts about firefighting. I try really hard to turn it
No,
off.
I get it. I
When
get
I'm
it.
not
Like
there.
Have that separation.
my mom was a
Yeah.
doctor, and whenever I say like, "Oh, what have you seen?" like Doctor House, like, no, I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have some kind of disconnect, you know. So I don't
Which is very
willingly watch
valid.
it. Yeah, I don't willingly watch it, but if it's on the TV, I'm not gonna force somebody to turn it off, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna freak out like that. But
Oh, we got.
Also, like, it was depicting doctors incorrectly. So, like, my mom was like, "That's not how it goes." And she
yo,
would
it
get
pisses
angry.
me off. Oh my gosh, like oh my.
Go ahead,
If I
Jen. Go ahead, Jen.
Oh,
Jen.
if only my equipment or my anything weighed half of as light as what they portrayed on TV, I would be throwing that stuff around too.
Sick.
But this stuff's heavy. Like, what? The one show I saw for like 10 minutes was, I think, Station 99 or whatever that. I don't even remember the name of the show.
I don't
But
watch
like
those shows.
they were diving through windows with like no tools, or like they left their tools like 5 floors down, and they were like diving through this wall of fire and like rolling around. I'm like, that's so no, get
Yeah.
up. Get up and get your tool, and you have no business being in a room where there's fire completely around you with no way to put it out. Your Halligan is not going to put out 4 walls of fire. Sorry. So I just get so mad. I guess. So anyway, yeah, I don't watch or read or anything like that related to the fire service, because it just be
You
pissing
cannot
me
power
off.
jog across a wall of fire.
Oh
Stop
my
it.
gosh.
Yeah,
Well-
like put the Halligan down, bro. It's not gonna do anything for you.
Well,
Dang.
Julia and Kimberly Gonzalez both say that Dumbo. I know there were clown firefighters, and that Mickey and his
Oh, yeah.
friends. Mickey and his friends were firefighters in one cartoon, the Fire Brigade. That was one of my favorites. And then there was the Silly Symphony cartoon of Elmer Elephant, where Tilly Tiger's home was on fire. So, okay. Bob has a firefighter question for you, Danielle.
Okay, shoot, Bob.
Is volunteer firefighting a good thing to do for the community? I have seriously been considering doing something like that because I like where I live.
I mean, I suppose.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I think that while volunteer fire departments have their place, I think that it's a skill and it's a craft that you need to spend an immense of time perfecting. And there's a lot of training that goes involved. So back in the day, this is a little bit of history that I do know about volunteer fire departments. Back in the day, it used to be farmers who were
Really?
volunteer
Really?
firemen.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of farmers used to volunteer as firemen because they worked a lot with like heavy machinery. They put out their own fires, like if anything went wrong on the farm, and they always lived in town.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that makes sense.
But unfortunately, with the advancement in different types of fuels that we have to fight right now, and the
That we
different science
created. Sorry.
yeah, that we created, right? It's not as simple as just showing up
It's
and
not as straightforward as
Yeah.
lightning hit my hay bale. Or...
Correct. You don't know what type of fuel's on fire, which takes a different extinguishing agent. So
Right.
as great as I think it would be to volunteer, I would strongly encourage you to volunteer if you feel it's your calling and it's something you think you can invest in. But if you think it's just a random, hey, I'm going to go run around and fight fires because fire is the same as it was, 10, 15, even 5 years ago, it's a very dangerous thing to get into, and it's not as simple as it may appear. So, but if you feel you can do it, absolutely. More power to you.
And if you want to volunteer, go to a soup kitchen.
I mean,
Sure.
yeah,
That-
that's more help for the community.
That too.
All right. Well, that was trying to be funny.
See, and I feel like I discouraged that guy and I don't want to do that because it's a very fulfilling calling, if I may say so myself.
I mean, if it's their calling, this is not gonna discourage.
Exactly.
It's-
If they're meant to do it, they'll do it.
Well, and the other thing about it is if everybody could do it, everybody would.
Right.
And it's not for everybody.
Like animation.
Oh, no, I think it's something good to know that it's not for
Almost
everybody.
any
So,
Yeah.
people know what's good what to expect.
Yeah,
It's not
it's
gonna be a walk on the park.
Yeah.
I definitely when we get new guys, I go and speak to them from a mental health aspect because last couple years I've been on a state committee that has been dedicated to firefighter wellness, mental, emotional, and physical, and I have no problem telling these people if you find that this job is not for you, it's okay to leave. You know, you don't have to stay here because you're part of this brotherhood. No. If you've seen too much stuff in a short amount of time and you're having a hard time processing it, and because it changes your neurochemicals, right? It changes your brain structure, that compounded trauma. So if you find that that's something that really is affecting you, it's okay to walk away. Actually, and strongly encourage it because it's not for everybody,
Right.
and that's okay.
And it is better for you to walk
That's
away.
really good because as I consume a lot of media, there's always this sentiment of say like, well, you cannot quit. You're doing this for the people, right? And it's like, well, if this person is not okay, how are they gonna help?
It is better to walk away
Yeah.
than and know that it is better to know that
Than
you
doing
can't
a
do it and
very
walk
bad
away,
job.
right? Than putting yourself through misery and not being right for the job and putting other people in danger.
Well, that's exactly it, right? Like
Yeah.
I have to be able to rely on you. You know, when stuff really hits the fan, and we're in a situation where we are expected to perform, and I look at you and you're a statue because you're frozen in fear, or you know you're having some type of psychiatric response to what you're seeing, then now I have to figure out how to fix you.
Right.
And then I have to figure out how to fix the situation. And it just puts more people in danger when you stay at a job that you shouldn't be in.
Ain't that right,
know,
Elias?
What? Yeah.
By the way, that's an awesome picture of Chelsea. I love that dress on her.
Yeah, I Whoa, we have a very special guest, everybody.
Holy
Mr.
cow!
Mike Pollock has
Oh.
arrived.
Hi,
Oh,
Mike.
hey, hi. Hi.
How are you?
I'm thrilled to be here. Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm good. We're thrilled to have you here. You, of course, remember Elias and Tino.
Sure. Hi,
Hello.
everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. and Mike, we actually have another special guest. My sister Danielle, who is a local firefighter, is here with us as well.
Oh, excellent. Thank you so much for your service.
Oh, thank you. You guys are worth saving and
Thank you so
serving.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mike is a prolific voice actor. Not only is he the voice of Tommy Turkey in Chucky Chicken, but he is also the voice of Dr. Eggman for 20 years on the Sonic franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
very
Thanks
cool.
for being one of my favorite villains.
Oh, certainly. Thank you so much for watching and listening.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't really have a choice growing up with this guy.
All right.
I don't want to say that I actively chose it. I was forced. But you did a great job.
Thank you.
You're
I'm glad you
welcome.
enjoyed it.
You know,
You did entertain me while I was chained to the seat.
you know what? Listen, Sonic X was fun, okay?
I'm sorry,
I
Mike.
don't
I
care.
see you chaining someone to the chair.
But no, we actually, as y'all know, we're doing the charity for the firefighters. Um, actually, there was a question here. Oh, Bob says, well, thank you for the history lesson of the firefighting, and thank you for the service, and thank you for answering the question. And then
You're
there was
welcome.
another one. How often do you have to train before the actual 911 call? Like, how long does it take for you to, uh, you know, pick up a call?
Well, we are consistently training. We train every single day in some way, shape, or form. It's not necessarily, we're throwing on all of our bunker gear and burning at the tower, but we do consistently pre-plan for types of calls that we may or may not go on. But we do some type of EMS medical training every day and some type of tabletop fire drill every day. And unfortunately, with our line of work, you can't predict what you're going to run that day, so you kind of have to be a master at all of it. So I wish I could say like every single day we train for cardiac arrest or delivering a baby or something, but it's just there's no way to really plan for that other than just knowing the basics of your protocols.
Well, there you go. I mean, what more can you say than that?
Not much.
Now,
Just
yeah.
that's part of the predictability that I enjoy about the job is that I never know when that tone goes off at any time of the day. I have no idea what I'm going for. Even when they tell me it's what I'm going for, it's not what I'm going for.
Oh, I've been there. Like I had the pleasure of being able to visit one of the firehouses that Danny is wow, why can I not talk
good?
anymore? No, I'm not. I'm having a stroke. I don't know what happened. I've been on one of the firehouses and I was showing the guys, Chucky Chicken, and all of a sudden, ding a ling a ling a ling 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 ling, and off they go. And I was booted, which, by the way, rude. But I
You
can't.
were. I don't remember if you were booted. I know you came for. You did come for pizza. I made you pizza
You
because
did.
every Saturday is a tradition, and we make homemade pizza at the firehouses.
And Danielle makes,
And he,
yeah, she makes the best homemade pizza. So,
yeah, that's a nice tradition that we do at
yeah.
all 10 stations. They do the same thing every Saturday, and we make homemade pizza, fresh dough, fresh sauce. We go. It's a big thing. A big
Yes.
thing.
Well, I mean,
I mean, you
yeah.
gotta treat yourself as here and there.
So I have to ask you, Danielle, are you more of a New York style or a Chicago style pizza gal?
Yes.
Okay.
Listen, pizza good. Pizza
Listen,
good.
I made pizza tonight.
Oh,
Yeah, I literally made pizza tonight because that's how much I love pizza.
pizza's amazing.
Yeah,
And is
it
the
is.
pizza like different each time, or do you have like your own style of pizza?
Well, I don't mean to toot my own horn, toot
Toot
toot.
away.
Uh, but I do have a couple specialty pizzas that I like to make. I like to make
Ooh.
a barbecue chicken.
Ooh.
I like to make a Italian beef, which is like a Godfather type of pizza.
Which is very good, by the way, because she does the
Mm-hmm.
Italian
My
she
God,
does the Italian beef. She
yeah.
puts like banana peppers on there, or the
Banana
peppercini.
what?
Pepperoncinis is what we call it in
Oh,
Italian,
oh.
and it just fire in your mouth as it melts.
Pun intended, but
Yeah, right?
It melts in your mouth and it melts away your mouth. You know what I mean? anyway,
Yeah,
go
but
on. Yeah.
it's an all day thing. Like I start very early in the morning. I make the dough. I let it sit. It's good because we get calls in between, and I don't have to worry about it. But people got to stop calling me after 4:30, so I can actually like prep and feed the hungry hounds when they're ready.
Those
But
barbarians, how dare they?
yeah, I
So,
know. How dare you need me on Saturdays?
do you got
Very
a
busy.
right? Do you have a pizza topping preference there, Mike? Oh, I think he's muted actually. If you're still there,
I'm,
Mike. Oh, you're
I'm
here.
sorry. I'm just here till the food comes. Speaking of food.
Do you have a
I
pizza
heard
topping?
pizza, so I'm waiting for that.
Yeah.
That's a great question. Depends on the pizza place. If it's one of the fancy places like a Blaze or an And Pizza,
Hmm.
And Pizza has their spicy chickpeas that are very nice.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a new one.
Hmm
Well,
And
you're in New
uh,
York, so you have like the access to the best pizza on the planet.
well, yeah, they're propagating across the country, but so far we have both Blaze and Pizza, and both of which are very nice, and they're very much a build your own type of place,
Nice.
Chipotle style, I guess. But
Yeah.
yeah, the spicy chickpeas at And Pizza, and what is Blaze has an Alfredo sauce topping. It's very
Ooh. That's really interesting.
Guys get really creative though. They'll make like there was a crew for 2024. They made pizza every single day, and they ate pizza every single day. So there was like
Oh,
breakfast
that's
pizza,
a
taco
dream.
pizza. Yeah, and the only reason why they stopped was because one of the officers' doctors was like, "Yo, you gotta stop eating like this."
I was
Like,
about to
Yeah,
say
your
they got really
cholesterol.
fat. Yeah.
like you. He literally was like, "Do you eat like pizza or something every day?" And the lieutenant was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he's like, "Wait, what?" He
maybe.
goes, "Yeah, I do." He
What are you,
goes,
my
"My
doctor?
crew
You
makes it
can call
every
me
day."
doctor. Yes, I do.
Who's asking? My
Yeah,
doctor? What's the matter with you?
and he's like, "Stop it."
Oh
So,
my gosh. No, I remember there was a guy that Dad used to work with a long, long time ago. We don't mention his name, but because he was not really that great of a guy. But he did tell us that when we were younger, that pizza was his favorite food because it was like all the food groups. Because you got the bread with the crust, you got your fruits with the tomato sauce, you got your dairy with the cheese, and your protein and your meat with the pepperoni and the sausage. And I was just like, boom, sold. Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at, dinner.
I do like cold pizza for breakfast, though.
I've never been a fan of cold pizza. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
think it depends on where you get the pizza from, on whether
Yeah.
or not cold
Yeah,
pizza is
that too.
good.
It's like you get like the pizza for like dinner, and then you next morning just like, oh, I could really have a slice today.
Okay, so let's rank since we're on the topic of pizza. I have to do this because, as folks know, I used to work at Domino's. But out of the major pizza chains, like, what's the best? What's the worst? Like, we'll go like right across. What's your number one, Elias?
Of like popular pizza chains, I don't know if this is like a place in the US, but I really like fresh slice pizza, and then I would say the worst pizza is Pizza Hut.
Oh, I like Pizza Hut.
I love his silence.
Sorry, I don't know.
Pizza Hut.
Fresh Start. Is that what you said it was, or Fresh Pizza?
Fresh slice.
Fresh Slice. No, that's not a. I don't think I've heard. I don't think. I think that's a Canadian thing.
Yeah, it's a
Um,
pretty big chain over here.
there you go. All right, Danny, your
yo,
favorite pizza, worst pizza from like the chains.
sorry, my mouth is full with pizza. Um,
It's a very thematic stream, this one.
Yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, we started the fire, and now we're at pizza.
We
my
can start the fire.
well, it's all related, right? It's part of our lifestyle.
Yeah.
I would say probably my favorite pizza would be Giordano's,
Okay.
and my least favorite pizza would be Pizza Hut.
Why y'all hating on Pizza Hut? What's the matter with
Yo,
you?
it's not pizza, bro.
It's just not as good as other pizzas.
They have a bomb pizza buffet though.
We
Wednesday and
don't have
Fridays.
that here.
Oh, well, I think the one in Yorkville, Illinois, is the only Pizza Hut still in the country that has like the pizza buffet that you can go in between like 11 and 1, and they have the salad bar, they got breadsticks, they got the all the pizzas, you know. Uh, all right, Mr. Pollock, favorite pizza from the chain and least favorite pizza from the chain.
Well, I've already mentioned two of our local chain favorites being Blazin' and Pizza.
Right.
And probably among the two, if I had to choose, while I like the assortment of toppings at And Pizza, they've recently changed their menu so it's slightly less attractive.
Ooh.
And also, they have bench seating with no backs and there's no place to hang your coat. There are no coat hooks.
Oh
So
no.
when you go and you have to eat with your coat on, that's not great. So I'm going to give Blaze the win on this one. Mostly because they know how to make tables and chairs, and their toppings are still good. So yeah, I'm going to say Blaze is the best, and the worst only because I don't like deep dish pizza. No offense to the Uno fans, but Uno and their deep dish pizza.
Yeah, Uno's not the best.
It's an acquired taste I've not yet acquired.
You know what? And that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Cocatera, you're up.
Me?
You.
Well, we don't really have the pizza chains over here.
Oh yeah.
We have pizza places that are like, family owned and everything, but not the chains.
Oh.
So
Well.
I don't know. I go for the pizza scale. Like at the bottom, you have the worst pizza that you ever had, and everything over that is just good pizza.
You're easy, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm an easy guy. What can I say?
No worries. I guess for me, the worst pizza that I've ever had.
Nobody asked.
You know what? Fine. No, never mind. You'll never know. You will never know.
All right.
I don't care.
You will never know.
Fine by me.
How dare you?
Ah. You set yourself up for that, brother. Nobody cares. Oh, there it is. There's the
Paula
cop.
came on here thinking we were gonna have like a very well structured situation.
We did get away from the main topic.
Yeah, actually, I did have a question saved.
Yes, what's your question?
Oh.
What would you say to someone, for example, like get caught in like a wildfire or something?
Oh, I can't answer that. We don't have a lot of wildfires out here.
I have a piece of advice that I can say is that even if
But
you
I
are
wanna hear hers
somewhere with
first.
no
Oh.
bars of like on your phone, you should still try to call 911. Most telephone providers have safeguards in place where if you are out in the middle of nowhere and you call 911, they like it is possible to intercept different telecommunication channels, say like military or something like that, so that you can reach so that you can call 911. So even if you think that it's pointless and you have no bars or whatever, you should still try to call 911.
That was what I was going to say is
Oh.
is the same. No, you're good because most people don't know that, right? And it's the same thing, right? Like if you feel like you're down and have no hope, like they do have safety guards in place that every cell phone can be pinged for a emergency situation. You can always get through to 911. Always.
Yeah.
So even if you think you can't, you can.
Right.
So, yeah.
I love the.
There have been times where I've accidentally called 911 while I was on the job, like on duty from my phone, because it will hit the side button and somehow I don't know, like if my and I don't know, like my pants or whatever swiped on the. Yeah,
911,
the
what's your
screen.
emergency? What do you mean? I am 911.
Right, and so like they'll ping that I'm at the firehouse, and then they'll call the firehouse and they'll say, "Do you have someone
Oh, this
there
is
like
awkward.
who? Yeah, do you have someone there who called 911?" Like, no, and then they'll be like, "Oh, I hear you on the other line." Like, "Oh, sorry, that's me. Hi."
What have they heard?
So
I'm nervous now. What'd I say?
yeah, probably me talking smack.
Yeah.
But no.
Fine.
So you can
told
always
you
get
pizza.
through. Yeah. So if you think
That's
you
good
can't,
information.
you can. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
What would you
gosh.
say like to someone who's like trapped in a building, for example? Like there's smoke and stuff.
I'm coming to get you.
Yeah.
Don't move. I'm coming to get you.
Don't move. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm coming to get you. If you this is actually a really good question. Opened up a pretty decent conversation. I would say that if you are in a fire, if you're trapped in a building in a fire, let's just say like a high rise, right? There's no reason for you to move. You can shelter in place because probably where the fire has originated is nowhere near you. And they have systems in place to extinguish it quickly, and then we just come to double check that it's out. if you are in a residential building and you know your building construction, if you know what your house is made of, if it's made of wood, like the new construction, you have less than 4 minutes to leave your house. Because the new construction
Oh.
is all glued together.
Ooh.
And it's made of composite wood and not true dimensional lumber. So it's going to burn in half the time. Back in the day when they had true dimensional lumber, we call it original construction or legacy construction, they were using true
Like
2x2s or 2x4s or,
1930s, kind of like that.
I would say even a little bit later, probably like the 60s, 50s, 60s, in that area, right? And even before, right? I would say from like
Yes.
the late 60s and earlier, they were using, true lumber, right? And then when technology got better and materials got more expensive, people were
And we chop all the
using,
wood.
yep, they would use the other materials to make buildings. So a building that was built, like if you have a house that you're living in and it was built in the 50s and it was built from true wood, if you have a fire that's been uncontrolled in your house, typically that time window is anywhere from 12 to 28 minutes that you have to be able to escape without, you lighting on fire and burning your whole house down. Now, the average home is 4 minutes. And we take 6 minutes to get there. So we're already behind the 8 ball. Yeah, but anyway, if you're in a house and it's on fire and you have the means to escape, obviously escape. Don't just stay there and be like, oh, what the fireman save me? Like, no, get out the house. Stop looking slow, get out the house. Right? Like, what the hell? Stay out of the house. And then,
What about like an apartment building, for example?
well, typically most apartment buildings, if they're made of brick or stone or a combination of wood and stone, you should be good. If you have a balcony, you can go out to the balcony and kind of see where, if the fire is in a unit that has a balcony, you'll typically see where it's coming from. And if it's safer for you to stay there than to try to exit down stairwells where you could be exposed to smoke and potentially pass out from breathing all that in. So typically it's safer to shelter in place.
Oh yeah,
Typically.
smoke can like burn your lungs.
Very fast. Yes, it can. It
Yeah.
can kill you almost instantly. So typically it's safer to shelter in place. But again, if you're in a 2-story house and you live on the second floor and you have a fire in the basement and you can't see and you're trapped and whatnot, open a window, hang out the window, and we will come and get you. But if you have someone that lives in that house with you that has gotten out and they're standing outside and they tell us, hey, my sister was sleeping in the room next to mine. I don't know where she is. I can't find her. We're going in to get you. Like, if it's a known savable life, I'm going in to get you. No matter what. Even if it kills me. Like, I'm going in to get you.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, there you go,
But most
folks.
buildings now that are multifamily, they're designed to kind of have those safety measures in place. So it's not as scary as it could be, if that makes sense.
Or used to be.
Or used to be.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
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 But you got to remember too, like oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just looking for questions in the chat, but go for it.
I was just going to say too, like if even the furniture, like you have to consider every piece of fuel that's in someone's house, right? Furniture, decorations, curtains, carpet, bedding, people, animals. Like, do they clean out their lint filters, right? Like every single piece of furniture or decoration or anything in that house is all fuel. And it's all built of composite materials that have a high flammable limit. So they light on fire very quickly, and they
And
burn
people should like
very
really
hot.
look if you have a dryer, you should almost like I was like look if there's too much residue because that is like people don't actually like look, and that's
Yeah.
when the dryer start like stops working is because it's clogged,
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's full
and
of
that can catch
lint
a
and
fire.
crap.
Yeah, that's why they
Yeah.
Yep.
always say to change the lint every single time that you do a load of laundry.
Yeah, and you should be clearing out your dryer vent at least like once a year.
This is the most interesting episode of Chucky Chicken I think we've ever had.
Yeah, very informative.
We're all learning.
We're all learning, which
It's
is
always good to inform.
yes, it is true. Yeah, yeah, you're 100% right. It is good to inform people.
Well,
So,
and you can never know too much about fire safety,
mhm.
right? They used to say all the
Hmm.
time, which I still find it true, is you can never train too much for a job that can kill you.
That's very true. Speaking of which, as you know, we are donating all the proceeds of today's stream to the to the California. I almost said Chicago. The California Fire Foundation, which is to help families of fallen firefighters as well as firefighters in general in their communities. Um, what are some of the biggest challenges to firefighters? Whether it's getting I know that's like a super loaded question, right? But like what are like as a firefighter, what are things that you feel that you need that you don't have, whether it be on the job training or whether it be, security, insurance or whatever. Like what are some things that you guys need that you don't have right now? That you're able to talk
Oh,
about.
there ain't enough time. There ain't enough time.
There is a
Um,
whole list.
oh my goodness. Um, and I can only speak for myself personally. Yeah, I can't because every challenge is different for each of us.
Hmm.
But I would say for me, probably the recovery period. Because how many times, Mike, have you seen me come off a shift and go to like a family event and I'm a zombie, right?
All
Like
the time.
I'm not
Oh
there,
wow.
right? Like
Yeah.
I'm just the lights are on, but nobody's home because I'm just so fatigued and I don't have enough time to recover.
Yeah.
So I personally would say probably an adjustment in our shift schedule. Currently, right now, we do 24 hours on, 48 hours off. There are departments that do 48 hours on and 96 hours off.
Hmm.
There are departments that do 24 hours on, 72 hours off. And that just gives you a little bit more time to recover because a lot of things have been linked to lack of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Cancer, diabetes, congestive heart failure, a
Hmm.
multitude of mental illnesses that develop. A lot of things is contributed to our lack of sleep. So I would probably say sleep and better access to mental health resources when needed,
Hmm.
and before they're needed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go. That I think that's totally acceptable.
And again, I can only speak for myself, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
other guys will say something like, "Oh, I want to never pay for meals."
It's
Okay,
dumb.
well, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Or like guys will say, "I want to be off for 10 shifts in a row." Okay, brother, like you have to come to work.
Yeah. Get a
Sorry.
new job.
But like you have to be here sometimes.
Right.
Or they'll say something like, "I want a 50% raise on the next contract." And you're like, "Okay, buddy, you're probably realistically only going to get 4." Like let's not
Yeah.
shoot for the moon here.
Right.
So,
Well, I'm curious because I don't know how much you've heard about the fires going on in California right now. There's so many, like obviously this is something that happens, you know, wildfires in California are not new, right? They happen every year. There's a fire season up there, but this just happened to be and is the worst in LA history, the worst in California history. They're saying
Yeah.
that they're trying to figure out why they're not able to put the fire out or contain it. Like a couple days ago, they were not even they had like 0% containment, and then I think it was yesterday they finally got the Palladius fire to like 30%. I think I'm not 100% sure.
Hmm.
What's and I know you're not there, right? But do you have like any idea of like why they're not able to contain the fires or what's going on?
It could be resources, right? It could be resources for the fire department, right? There could be difficulties with like manning the vehicles, right? Staffing the vehicles, getting people
Hmm.
in, having all that manpower to operate the equipment that you have. The other issue could be that the infrastructure just isn't developed enough to handle that type of load, which, you know, they there's a possibility that they never thought they'd have to deal with such a large event. I highly doubt that, but there's a possibility.
Hmm.
Or just the obvious is that fire fire doesn't care
Right.
what's in front of it. It's just gonna eat it. And
Fire
as
doesn't
long
discriminate.
right, and as long as you have fuel, heat, and oxygen and an ignition source,
Mhm.
Hmm.
I
fire will
think
continue to burn.
part of that ignition source is definitely all of the eucalyptus trees in California,
Yeah.
which were brought in. And eucalyptus trees are full of oil. They love being on fire and they propagate fire like crazy. And that's been one of the big problems
Hmm.
I know as far as like the fire season in California,
Yeah.
because it's like it does, even if it's not like what happened this time, a lot of it is like just how easily these eucalyptus trees like catch fire and spread it like no one's business.
Yeah, and it's hard to contain. I mean,
Oh yeah.
people have to understand, like, you have to get kind of close to fire to contain it, right? And if you have a fire that's burning at such large quantity and it has an endless amount of oxygen and an endless amount of fuel,
Hmm.
right, to burn, it's going to be difficult to put out.
Well, yeah, and not
So,
only that, but the Santa Ana
That's a
winds.
bit like being in California and everything is dry.
Right. Well, the
yeah.
winds also, like the Santa Ana winds were like
Mhm.
hurricane, like they were going 70, 80 miles an hour. Like there was this video that they shared of like a McDonald's that was literally burning to the ground, and you see the palm trees next to it, and it's like hurricane force winds blowing
Well,
embers.
and that's right, and
Yeah.
that's a huge problem, right? Wind-driven and fuel-driven fires, right? It's you're you're trying to put out a fire, the wind is pushing all these embers, which, as we all know, or at least I hope we all know, that even the smallest ember can start
Yes.
a fire.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So it's almost like they're getting defeated before they even walk out there because it's
Mhm.
so far ahead of them
That's
that
it.
it's almost impossible to catch up, which is why
Also,
they
the
have to
wind
rely.
changes.
Right, and they have to rely on their mutual aid partners, right?
Hmm.
So, like for example, when the last hurricane hit Florida, our chief sent out an email soliciting for people to offer to go downstate and help with the relief for guys down in Florida,
Hmm.
and we're all the way in Illinois,
Right.
so you go through, you know your resources that you have and you ask for help, and you'd be surprised how many people answer that call. So there's ways to help them with that resources and help them with their efforts, but I personally have not heard of us getting contacted all the way out
I
here,
was
which I
about
would
to
hope
say.
that,
Yeah.
yeah, no one has asked, or the chief has not asked us if we would be willing to do leave our families for 3 weeks and go to California. Not yet, anyway. I'm sure it will get there, but
Cool.
that has not happened yet.
Would you go?
Yeah, yeah. Why not? It's an opportunity to help guys who need it and communities that need it. I mean, my service doesn't just stop here. You know,
Good
my
answer.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
true, right? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't swear to be a fireman just to protect people here. I did it to
Do it
protect
everywhere.
all life everywhere, wherever they need me.
Exactly.
So absolutely,
awesome.
I would absolutely drop everything to go and help them,
That's a
without
great
a doubt.
answer. Yeah. Julia says that apparently there was footage of a fire tornado this morning in California.
I
That's
believe
That can
it.
happen?
Yeah.
Yep.
Apparently that can happen.
How?
Danielle, how do fire tornadoes happen?
Tell us all you know about
I feel like that would
Well,
be horrible. Like,
I would say the same principles as a hurricane.
Mhm.
Right? A tornado is just, or a hurricane is just a tornado over water, basically, essentially,
Right.
right? At its basic form. If you have that amount of fire and volume of fire all over the place, it's only natural for it to get sucked up in a tornado, which would be
along
absolutely
with
terrifying.
Yeah.
other things that are like combustible.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
it's like an endless supply of oxygen, basically, because it's just the revolving air and everything. I feel
Yeah.
like that will be absolutely devastating.
All right, let's see.
Yep.
If you saw a fire tornado, like,
I will. I don't know what I will do. I will just pray.
I thankfully I have mountains to protect me from tornadoes.
Yeah,
I
tell
live
that
in
to
a
the people in
desert.
Tennessee.
I don't
in
know.
Illinois.
Those might be hills as far as I'm concerned. I don't know.
We don't have many hills.
I don't know. I live in a desert, so fire is kind of like a thing that can happen. So we always teach like little kids, like, well, don't play with fire.
Yeah.
Firecrackers, stop it.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Ooh, be careful.
Yeah, and please, for those of you who are listening that like to do this, please do not look down the bottle of a bottle rocket after you light it. Just light the thing and walk away. Please don't wait to see. Please, just
If
don't.
it doesn't go off in like a second, don't look at it because
Yeah, please.
the wick is
And
a
don't
little longer
approach
than
it.
you think it is.
Don't
Yeah.
investigate it.
Please,
It's either a
shorter.
dud or it's not. You'll know in 5 seconds. I promise.
Yeah.
Just
My
please.
dad like burned a trouser doing that. It's like, okay, wait, where is going? Isn't going off, and he decided to walk towards it.
Yeah.
Oh, Idali Baez says fire tornadoes. They form when a warm updraft and convergence from the wildfire are present.
Well, there you
Interesting.
go.
Yeah, it's a very scientific answer.
Yeah.
In layman's terms.
What would you say to people, for example, kind of hoard kind of stuff?
The horde stuff?
Yeah, the hoarders.
Oh, baby, throw it away.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's easy for me to say, right? But you, as difficult as it may be to let go of the memory, right, of whatever you're holding on to, you're putting yourself in more danger if there ever is an emergency. And I, unfortunately, have been a part of hoarder fires, and they're very dangerous,
Yeah.
and they're very hot.
Imagine.
And it makes it very difficult to identify if there's someone in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they
as
have to-
as
Identify the reason why you're hoarding stuff and stop it.
well,
right, I mean, like get a storage unit,
or take a picture
put
of
it in a unit, or
Yeah.
take a picture.
Yeah. My mom
But-
always says if you take a picture of it and you still need it, then hold on to it. But if you don't, then just get rid of it. Keep the picture.
I mean, the thing, the hoarders think that they need everything.
Yeah.
Are you a
Yeah,
hoarder,
and
Tino?
that's you're never going to be able to stop people's tendency to do that, right? I would just, if you're gonna be someone who likes to collect things, because I think hoarders is such a nasty word. If you're gonna be a collector of items, whatever those items are,
Mhm.
Pokemon cards.
I would simply just say have a place, an organized place for all of your items.
And I think there is a big difference between like being a hoarder and like someone who just collects a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
Because
like, hoarder is
there's a
more like
certain level when
pathologic.
hoarding becomes like, oh, this is like a serious like
Let me tell you something.
mental thing going on.
when I walk up into your house and you have walkways
Yeah.
and you have
Between all your
walls of
stuff.
stuff and you got walkways in your walkways,
Yeah.
you're not living in a good situation.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
You need to get rid of some of that stuff because it is not a matter of if,
safety
it
at
is
this
a
point.
matter of when.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
you have so much going on that you're just waiting for a disaster.
I have a
And
good
it's not just
question.
fire. It could be like mold. It could be everything.
Right.
Oh
Unless it-
yeah.
Yeah.
I have a good question. What are some appliances that you recommend people unplug when not in use, like ones that are just more of a fire hazard if you keep them plugged in?
Oh, that's a good question. Because so many people leave their computers running or their TVs on. You know.
Anything with a lithium battery.
Okay.
So
Fuck with the
anything that
phones, computers,
you
televisions.
so like okay,
Phone chargers?
yeah, your phone could light on fire in the middle of the night.
Mhm.
I would say
Oh,
the
damn.
basic ones, right? So like if you have a toaster oven, unplug it. If you have a blender, unplug it. If you have one of those fancy like super industrial air fryers, unplug it. Anything that's not in use that you're not using at the immediate future, unplug it. I mean, I can't tell you how many times, sorry mom if you're listening to this, I can't tell you how many times I left the house with a straightener on or a curling iron on. Like
Yeah.
Oh, no.
you have to unplug everything. Now, does everybody do that? No. Space heaters, unplug it. It's a big time of year for those right now. But yeah, I mean, I would say if you're not immediately using it,
Mhm.
unplug it.
That's a good call. I remember. Yeah.
Especially hair
Dad.
straighteners.
Well, when I
What
was
about
living,
cord extension?
You shouldn't even have more than two of those plugged into one wall at one time.
Okay.
Extension cords are meant for temporary use. They're not a permanent solution. And when they go down, they go down fast. And if they're plugged
Yeah, give me a
into
moment. I had to like unplug something.
Tino, don't unplug your computer. Not now. Not now.
like
Speaking of
there's
unplugging the computers
nothing.
here, I have to go. There's no great
Oh.
segue for that, but thank
Yeah.
you so much for having me. It's been lovely.
Oh,
Best of luck.
thank you for having.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome anytime, my friend.
Thank you so much.
All
Best
right.
of luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
I was gonna say, I think now would be a good time to take a little break in
Good
case anyone
idea.
wants to grab a beverage,
Yeah.
use the facilities.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. So yeah. We'll be right back after this commercial break and after a couple of minutes. So stick around, folks, and yeah, we'll be right back.
And salutations! This is Featherton Fella with cracking news! Chucky Chicken merchandise is finally here! Yes, that's correct. A delightful collection of wares featuring the lovable rooster and his pals. We've got everything from shirts to socks, caps to cardigans, mugs, stickers, and very soon we'll have pins! As many folks know, the production team for the series works on a volunteer basis, so every penny raised through our merch sales goes to helping keep their operation afloat and brings more Chucky cartoons to you in a speedier fashion. So don't dilly-dally any further. Visit ChuckyChickenCartoons.com and click the store tab or use the link on screen. Once again, thank you for your patronage, and we hope to fill you in again soon.
What kind of film department are you running down there, Fox?
Oh, come on! I just bought there.
We need a clean slate.
I want you all to meet Chucky Chicken.
I'm starting to think that maybe what it takes to be a famous director just isn't in me after all.
Hey,
And, Chucky, I'm rambling a bit, aren't I? Here we go. Well, good night.
Wait, what are you doing? Don't touch that! No! Stop it!
This is ridiculous. I ain't washed up yet. It's gonna take a lot more than that to get rid of Freddy.
Cheese and crackers. What are you putting in this water, kid?
Soap?
Soap and water? Like a clean soup. I love it.
Oh.
Keep up the great work, kid.
Attention, everyone. I want you all to meet Chucky Chicken.
We already know Chucky, Miss Chelsea.
We sure do. Fair Duncan best janitor this side of the reefer. Righteous.
Oh, right. Well, you may have known him as the janitor, but now...
Oh, Chuck! You ain't leaving, is you? You was me best mate!
I thought I was your best mate.
No, he's the new co-director.
Oh, well,
Okay.
now I'm just embarrassed.
I
always thought he was some kind of rat.
Lovely.
Thanks for the fanfare.
Hi kids, Chucky Chicken here. Remember when you're trick-or-treating, be sure that you only go to neighborhoods and areas that you know really, really well. Near Emma.
You were right, Chucky. These Halloween traditions are so much fun. I'm so glad I get to experience them for the first time. Especially with you.
I'm all too happy to celebrate with you, Chelsea. Why don't we take a picture to commemorate the evening? Chelsea, it's getting awful late. Why don't we head for home?
Oh, Chucky, just one more house, please.
Oh, what the hey? One more won't be the death of me.
Oh, good, because there's the house right there.
The old Raisin Manor! Chelsea, isn't there any other place we could go?
It's the only house in town we haven't been to yet. You're not afraid, are you? Well, this is just perfect. The weatherman said nothing about it raining.
Yeah, he did. He said around midnight it was supposed to rain cats and dogs.
I don't see any cats or dogs.
It's an expression.
Whatever. Just rap on the door.
You rap on the door.
We're live again. So, all right.
Wait. I thought about a cool question.
Okay.
Not a cool question, more like a good question.
Okay, go ahead. Ask the question, and then we'll get on with our
I swear it's the last one.
Okay, go for it.
Do you have to deal with people who like feel that they can power through like pain and they refuse to get painkillers?
Yes. It's not common. It's not common, but most people try to convince you that they're in more pain so that you give them painkillers.
Oh.
But I like to educate people that the stuff that they give us on the street is not anywhere near as strong as the stuff that's in the hospital. I'm happy to give it to you if you would like to have your pain alleviated, right? And if you're obviously in pain. But I'm not going to give you pain medication just because you tell me you want it. Right, I have to
And people who will be like, I can resist the pain, and they refuse.
See, people who do that, though, here's the thing with that is people that typically do that who say, no, I'm good, like, I don't need it. You can see that they are physically in pain and there's no reason to suffer. Right? Like,
You could be
if
like,
I have the
"Sir,
ability to take away that
sir."
pain or at least try to numb it, I'm gonna do that, right? Like, I have said to people who have done that, like, no, I'm good. I'd be like, bro, you're literally like in a ball. Like, you can just let me help you, and that's why
But
you
I
called
can see
me,
you crying over there.
right?
Yeah.
Like, it's okay, baby, you can cry. It's okay. I can stop you from crying though if you just let me stick a little tube in your hand. But you know,
Right.
some people would rather deal with the pain than get an IV, which I think is very silly.
Huh.
But
Yeah.
yes, I have had people who this is actually I was a very young paramedic at the time. I was at my contract job and I was working with the 911 guys and we showed up to a gentleman who was having a full-blown heart attack.
Oh my.
Oh.
And I told him, I was like, "Sir, like, you're having a heart attack. You need to come with us."
No,
And
I'm
he
not.
and he said no. He's like, "No, I'm good." I said, "Well,
What do you mean no?
I said, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "You do understand?" I showed it to him. I said, "See what your heart's doing right here? It's not supposed to be doing that." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I didn't even call you in the first place." He's like, I'm good." He's like, if I go, I go. I'm fine."
If
And
I die, I die.
There you go.
yeah,
Call
and
me
he
home,
was,
Papa.
you know, he was conscious and alert, and I can't force anybody to do anything against their will. So I left, and I was like, that clearly was not the right move in my eyes, right?
Yeah.
I get involved to help people, and some people just don't want it.
Right. DL Cook 87
You
says
do you,
not at
sir."
3 a.m.
Oh, mama. Mama, don't, mama, don't, mama, that ain't right. Don't put me on blast like that, mama, mama.
Our mother is in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Say hello to Mama
Come-
Cook. She is here.
Oh, mama, doing me dirty. Why did I know she'd say something silly like that? All right, I take back what I said about leaving the stuff plugged in. I'm gonna plug in every
She
straightener.
wasn't there for that.
My vengeance.
Dang, come on, mama.
All right. Well, here we
I've
go.
gotten better. I've gotten better at 3 a.m., okay?
She goes,
What
what?
extensions you have?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Mama moo.
Dang,
All right.
dang, mama.
Mama.
Why you gotta do me so dirty? On a podcast of people I don't know.
Carry on. Carry on.
That was awesome. And you wonder where it comes from, folks. You wonder where it comes from.
I
Okay.
never wonder. I just keep singing.
Yes. All right, Danielle. So because
Danielle,
I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Danielle,
Go ahead.
you want to
My
hear
bad.
something funny?
more,
Of course.
Mom says more time. Don't.
Whenever we start singing,
Nighttime,
whenever
Danielle.
Mike chimes in, I just stop singing.
Dang, that ain't right.
Yeah, she's done that to me like 5 times.
What did Mama say?
Mama says more time. Don't. Nighttime, Danny, and then like the inhaling whale laughing emoji. Nighttime, Danny.
Say it with your chest, Mama.
All right.
That ain't right.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna.
She won't text me that though. Bet you won't. Yeah, I'm calling you out. I bet you won't text me that though, Mom.
We're gonna play a trivia game. We have questions. So everyone knows that I'm the Disney guru, but Danielle did, of course, grow up alongside me, and she had to endure all of the Disney stuff that was going on in the house. So I'm going to put her knowledge to the test. I'm going to give Danielle a chance to answer the question first, and then if she doesn't know the answer, I'll let these guys answer. And if they
Dang,
don't know
she
the
texted me. It's just
my gosh. What
Okay,
did she
sorry.
say?
I'm sorry.
And then so here's the deal. For every question Danielle gets right, I'm going to donate $1 to the California Fire Foundation.
I love you too, Mama.
So, aw. All right. Anyway, Danielle, are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. Question number 1. In what year was Mickey Mouse created?
Can I phone a friend? Dang, that's a long silence. Never mind. I guess I'll take a stab in the dark.
What friend will you get a phone?
You fool! You're my Mickey expert.
I'm asking the question. I can't phone the friend.
Okay.
You can't fool me. I
wait.
first.
Wait. Okay, so I know you talk a lot about Oswald and you talk a lot about Walt Disney. I would say that Senor Mickey Mouse was created in the year 1935.
That is incorrect.
Fakers.
All right, Elias or Tino?
1920 something.
Wait, we have to answer too?
Yeah. If she don't get it, then you guys get a chance.
What the fuck?
Watch your language, Tino.
Yeah, my mama's on here. Dang.
Jeez.
I say fuck. I didn't finish the curse word. It doesn't count.
My mama's on here. Come on now.
What are you doing?
My mama.
Fine. What the F?
There you go. Did you seriously say 1920 something?
Yeah.
You don't know that 1928. You all fail. All right. Next question.
Hey, you didn't.
The stream keeps answering the question. I didn't want to just read the.
Yeah.
Okay. What else you got?
Give me the option.
All right. What is the name of Cinderella's stepmother?
Oh, hold on. I know this one.
I know.
5,
Wait, no.
4,
No.
3,
No.
2, 1.
I didn't know I was going to be timed.
Because you can Google it. I'm not going to let you Google it.
What? I didn't know the rules. I'm doing this straight from memory.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're doing it from memory, all right, then that's fine. All right.
Give me something easier. Dang.
Chat.
Termaine or Termaine?
Chat, don't answer the question.
I can't see it anyway,
don't
chat.
tell me then.
I can't see it anyway, chat. You good?
Oh my gosh.
I can't see it anyway. It's fine. Answer away.
All right, go ahead. Do you know the answer?
Me, I know.
Yeah, Tino knows.
Lady Tremaine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's correct. That is correct. Okay, Lady Tremaine. All right, I owe a buck.
Why are you shocked that I knew that?
I just am.
Dang,
All right.
that ain't right. Dang.
How often do you watch Cinderella?
That's $1. You gonna donate all your dollars?
$1. All
Bank
right.
account's gonna be empty.
Okay.
$2.
Yeah, you know what? Just for that, and 50 cents for doubting me.
Okay. Whatever. $1.50. All right. Question 3.
$2.50.
Stop it.
$2.75.
Who is Simba's trusted advisor in The Lion King?
Mufasa.
I mean, there could be. I mean,
I know.
I know, but technically there could be 2 answers.
Timon and Pumbaa depends on who you view as his mentor.
I didn't say mentor. I said advisor.
Oh my goodness.
Sasu! Michael!
What?
I'm answering! Stop ignoring me!
Alright, Tino, who was it?
Zazu!
No, it was not Zazu!
It's Rafiki.
Yes, it was Rafiki. Congratulations.
No, he's not!
What are you talking about? Yes, he is.
Rafiki's not an advisor!
Rafiki was the one who literally got Simba to see the ghost of his father in the sky.
He's a shaman!
Okay? But that doesn't mean he's not an advisor.
Oh my god.
What is Sasu then, huh? What is he?
He's
Zazu is the major dodo.
and he's Mufasa's advisor, not Simba's.
Boo.
Boo yourself.
He's a secretary now. Basically.
Yeah. All right, Danielle, you're definitely gonna get this one. Which Disney princess has a raccoon sidekick named Miko?
Pocahontas!
Hey, Pocahontas. There you go. All right.
$2.
$2. All right, number 5. What is the name of Sleeping Beauty's prince?
Oh.
Oh.
Sleeping
Oh.
Me.
Oh.
Me.
5, 4, 3.
Prince Charming.
No.
He
Not
does
like his
have a
actual
name.
name.
He does have a name. Who was the prince that didn't have a name then?
That was the question.
The prince that doesn't have a name is Cinderella's prince.
Yeah. That would be Prince Philip.
Wow, didn't even let either of us answer. The heck, dude. This game show sucks.
You know what,
better at
Michael?
fire
$2 more
stuff.
dollars.
You know what? These questions actually do kind of suck. Hold on, let me find a better one.
Hey, give me something good. Give me something good.
Okay.
Bow, bow.
Tell me that you love me.
I don't know the song. I know
Oh,
I
my
vaguely
baby.
know it. Don't know
Alright.
the words.
I don't know. I
Alrighty.
just know that the one that Captain's Happy Feet.
Here we go. What is what food is Tiana famous for in The Princess and the Frog?
Gumbo?
No, I know this one.
Oh.
Biscuits?
I mean,
Tell him.
Kind of.
Tell him.
sort of, not really.
Yeah. All right, Elias.
Tell him.
Go ahead, Elias.
It's her famous beignets.
Beignets.
Oh,
Hallelujah.
biscuit beignet.
Beignets are donuts, I will have
Okay,
you know, which are
listen.
very different to biscuits.
Since they both started with a B, you could throw in 50 cents. Meet me in the middle. Help the fireman. 50 cents.
All right, we're rounding up to $3.
You know, I always wanted to know how it tastes like.
I
They look
I
really
mean,
nice.
it's just I believe it's just like a semi-sweet, like donut pastry.
They're amazing.
With like powdered sugar and like honey.
They're very good.
Well, when
That feels like it will be heaven, but okay.
When I get to Disneyland back in July, I will let y'all know because I'm gonna try a beignet when I get there. Alrighty.
Okay, Mr. Rich Boy.
Rich boy over here can buy a single beignet.
Okay. Question number 2. Which Disney movie features a character named Baymax?
Hero?
Huh? Is
Can you repeat the question?
Is it Big Hero 6?
It is Big Hero 6. That's correct.
No, it's not.
It is. It is. Big
No,
Hero
it's
6.
not.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. $4. Great job. All right. Next question. What is the name of the demigod who accompanies Moana on her journey in Moana?
Tahiti? No, wait. Shit. That was the
You
other
keep
one.
answering immediately.
I'm sorry.
It's Danielle. Danielle.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
Who's the demigod that helps Moana in her movie Moana?
The Rock.
Who does The Rock play?
What do you mean? The Rock
demigod.
What is the demigod?
Demigod. The Rock.
No, that's not his name.
What do you mean? Dwayne is the demigod. Have you seen him? Have you seen those abs?
The Rock is a demigod. He did play the Tooth Fairy.
Exactly.
Told you.
Maui. He played Maui.
No, Maui was.
No, he played The Rock.
The vessel for The Rock.
You don't get it. Oh my God! All right, moving right along. What is the name of the teapot in Beauty and the Beast?
I forgot.
Mrs. Potts.
Mrs. Potts is correct.
Dang it.
$5 going over to the
See,
firefighters.
if you ask me like the OG stuff, I know all that.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
none of this new people crap.
Who composed the music for The Lion King?
Oh, I feel like I actually know this.
I'm not even gonna pretend that I know.
You know what?
I forgot.
I actually thought about Tarzan. I wanna know.
Yeah, no,
Can
it's
you
not.
show
It's not
me?
Phil
No, it's
Collins.
not that one. It's not Phil Collins.
It is not Phil Collins, no.
But he did not. Let me tell you something. He did not need to go that hard. Phil Collins,
he
if you're listening
did.
to this, I
Oh, but he
appreciate you
did.
for going that hard.
All right, we're not talking about
Elton John
Tarzan, though.
just
We're talking about Lion King.
goes off.
Lion King. I don't know.
Ah, Senyum!
Look up the English
Zimbabwe.
lyrics for that song. It's just
I don't know.
basically out in the distance. There's a lion. Ah, yes, it is a lion.
Ah, yes, it is a lion.
No, that's literally what the English lyrics are. It's very funny.
Yeah.
Look it
I
up.
mean,
right
Simba
now.
basically means lion.
All right. Elton John, by the way, was the name
Oh,
of...
it was. Oh,
Yes.
why
So
did
it
I
was
not
Elton
remember
John.
that?
Yes,
Ah.
Elton John, yes.
I'm dumb, dude.
Didn't we go
know.
see him?
No, we went to go see Billy Joel.
I think I saw Elton John once.
Really?
Can we
Yeah,
talk
it was
about
the
like
first
that
concert I
lapse
ever
in
went
animation
to.
where every movie had Elton John at some point?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm
for
just
some
gonna
reason.
say Elton John really, really did well on Road to El Dorado.
Yes.
He did.
El Dorado. Remember that one, Danielle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. On the trail we blaze. Such a good one. All right. Who voices the character of Elsa in Frozen?
Hard to be a king. What?
I don't know.
Can you repeat the question?
Wait, I know her name. Because she looks like Lauren.
She does not.
Yes, she does.
She does not.
Kim Bell?
No.
Okay, why are you getting so offended like you voice her?
He's so
Because he did.
No.
Like, it's cool. Sorry, Kristen Bell? Is that her name, Kristen Bell?
No, that's Anna.
Yeah.
Okay,
my
same
gosh.
movie.
Wait, Lauren. Oh my God. She does look like Kristen Bell.
Mike coming to a realization.
Actually,
Yeah,
you're not wrong.
bet you feel dumb. Not
Shut-
duh.
I gotta
Yeah.
say, Daniel, your little icon with the dog is just like you're staring angrily at Michael.
Yeah.
That's Oliver James. That's my buddy.
Idina Menzel was the voice of Elsa in Frozen.
Would have never got
Let's
that.
be honest.
Yeah.
No one cares about Elsa.
Would have
Elsa
never got
sucks.
that.
All right, how about this one? Which Disney animated film was the first to receive an Academy Award nomination for Best Picture in 1991?
This one's easy.
I don't know. I wasn't alive then.
That's true. All right. Beauty and the Beast.
But Mike, you don't even let me and Tino answer. No.
Sorry.
You might as well just
You
play
just
with it.
answer,
I'm
bro.
just
What is
saying.
the this is just an interrogation of how much Disney knowledge Danielle has at this point.
Sorry. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. Who is the composer for the music of The Nightmare Before Christmas?
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Daniel,
Where are you getting? First of all, I want to know where are you getting these questions from?
First of all, Tino,
Daniel?
that is correct.
Yeah. And for
Um,
that, you give $4 for this question.
No, we're giving $6.
Yes.
BuzzFeed is your answer,
What
Danielle.
are stupid questions?
I know.
That person should get
These
fired.
are really dumb. What is the name
Stop
of the
writing
chef?
questions.
What is the name of the chef in Ratatouille who aspires to be a great chef despite
Remy. Oh, no,
there you
that's
go.
nice.
That's right.
Oh.
No, you're correct. Remy is
Oh,
the
okay.
right answer.
Remy.
Remy's
Oh no, are you talking about the chef or the rat?
The name of the chef despite being a rat.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
All right.
well, that's very on the nose.
Oh, Tino, you're buzzing a little bit here. I'm gonna turn you down. Just a bit. Tino,
Yeah, you didn't like that, huh?
you're buzzing. There's like a humming noise behind you when you talk.
Maybe.
Eh.
Eh.
Be my phone.
Oh, okay. Now it's gone. There we go. Who's the name? What is the name of the main character in The Hunchback of Notre Dame?
The female character?
No, the male character.
I wonder.
It was the Hunchback.
What's his name?
What's his name?
Quasimodo.
Quasimodo.
There you go. Very good. All right, $7.
$2 for this question. One for Danny, one for me.
What is the name of the villain in The Little Mermaid?
Ursula.
Yay! There we go. These are getting really dumb. All right.
Wait, are you taking count how many dollars you gotta go?
$10 so far.
Make it 20.
You know how expensive our fire gear is, bro?
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
$20. So we're making a.
Now, even if we get it wrong, he's still gonna pay.
All right. What were the first words Mickey Mouse ever spoke?
Hiya, folks.
Incorrect.
Okay.
He whistled.
Incorrect.
That's what he said.
Incorrect.
I don't know.
Where was it?
Hot dog.
You know what that means?
Dog.
Hot dog.
Hot dog. Hot dog.
dog.
And fun fact, the cartoon that has Mickey speaking for the first time ever, The Carnival Kid, just entered the public domain this year. The Carnival Kid. From 1929.
Now it's legal to have him speaking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Saying hot dog. Like this. Hot dog. Hot dog. All right. All
Yeah,
right,
maybe
Danielle.
one of those funny characters that just repeats that one sentence over and over.
Yeah. All right, Danielle. How many ghosts live in the haunted mansion?
Too many.
4?
I knew you were going to say that.
4? No, wait.
Like 30.
Do the other count?
32?
999.
Oh.
What?
Too many.
So
Like, move on, dang.
Good chunk of those are probably Dalmatians. I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Oh my God!
I didn't even understand. I just find it funny.
I don't know. I'm losing my mind a little bit over here.
I can see by the drawings you're doing. Like what?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm drawing.
All right, Danielle. Here's another one from another one of your favorite movies. What does Mulan call herself when she's pretending to be a man?
Not Shin. Not Ping. I can see. I can hear. I can hear Eddie Murphy right now.
She's gonna kick herself.
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your home.
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow. Oh wait, hold on. I know this one.
I know you do.
Hold on, I'm gonna phone a friend.
Who are you phoning?
Don't worry about it. Hold on, I'm gonna phone a friend.
Put him on speakerphone.
What was the question?
What's the
Mama? Yeah. What was Mulan's name as a dude?
Oh.
I can hear them calling.
That's what I said! Eddie Murphy and you. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow. What was her alias name?
Give me a moment.
That's what I said. I said I gotta phone a friend.
Don't Google it.
We're not. She's just gonna go into her deep memory.
Yeah,
Go into the mind palace.
It wasn't. It wasn't Ping. And it wasn't like Shin.
No, because Ping was the guy.
He was the
friend.
Yeah, big dude.
Yeah.
No, that was She and Po.
Oh, sorry, that was Jianpo.
I'm gonna give it to you. It was Ping. It was Ping.
Oh, I guess it is Ping. They're all telling me it was Ping.
It is Ping. I think it's Ping.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they all said it was Ping because I was like, it wasn't Ping, and then no one said anything.
Yeah.
They all just let me look slow.
we were hoping we would see the moment of revelation.
Big. Okay, well, yeah, just so you know, it's like, what was that TV show when you got to phone a friend?
Oh, the Who Wants to Be
Who
a
Wants to Be a
Millionaire?
Millionaire? Okay, you're my phone a friend, okay?
Are you still watching the show, Mom?
Okay, so I'll let you go.
Ask her if she's still watching the show.
Love you too, bye.
Oh. Okay.
Me no speak it English.
No, you just ignore me is what it is.
It's called selective hearing.
Mike,
I've been tuning you out for 30 years, bro. It's the only way I get some peace and quiet around here.
Do you see why I get so mad when you guys do it?
I'm allowed to do it though.
The whole time.
I'm allowed to do it. I share your blood. I don't know about anybody else, but.
Elias?
Danny, do I have your permission to tune my cloud?
Sure.
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah.
No.
Hey.
Now you can't say anything about it, Michael.
Our mama is listening to this show. No, watch your profanity.
I didn't say anything.
You were gonna. You were gonna.
What are you? Who is doing that? Who's doing that?
Watch your profanity.
Oh my gosh. All right, I guess we're done with these trivia questions because they're just, yeah.
Mother.
They're garbage.
Okay, you know what?
Chicken butt.
Fine.
Got him.
Got him.
Blasted.
Gotta be quicker than that.
You guys are jerks. Man.
See, I can make everybody laugh around.
God. I'm so mad right now.
Yeah.
I'm so mad. So mad.
Don't
So
hate the
mad.
player. Hate the game.
Oh!
You know what? I'm happy that I'm a single child. I would have gone up in flames if I were with you, Michael.
Oh.
I am happy that I had two brothers.
Are you? Are you really?
Yeah. Yeah, I am because you guys bring a joy to my life that I would have never had. And there is a special bond that only we have that no one else will ever have.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I'm glad that I was not raised by myself, and very thankful for my brothers.
Yeah, I'm glad you two came along. It was kind of boring until you guys showed up.
Even though sometimes, Mike, you kind of suck. Just saying. But you suck in a way that I love you, so it's okay.
The silence is deafening.
I love you too, Danielle. Mom, of course, goes, I'm here. Do you hear those? Do you hear what she's saying to me, Mom?
I can hear her now. You need to be kinder. I'm
Yes.
being very kind, Mom.
Mom,
Yes.
she's bullying me. She's bullying me. Ground her. Take away your Xbox.
She doesn't have an Xbox. Turn off her PlayStation. Turn off her electricity in her house.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you want to go there? Don't turn. I pay those bills. We turn nothing off. Everything's on here. You, woo! Go ahead and pay those bills for me. Then you can turn off anything you want.
Oh my God. Oh.
I need a raise.
Oh. You and me
We are in
both.
the middle of a contract negotiation year, so I'm hoping that we'll get a good raise.
Hey, we just finished ours with the Animation Guild, so there you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
How much are they paying you now?
Not a damn thing.
Okay.
Part of the Animation Guild?
What?
We're not part of the Animation Guild.
I know, but I'm saying our industry in general went up for negotiations for their contract. It was a thing. All right, never mind.
Okay, ready? Listen, ready? Hold on.
Nice.
So, what beverage was that?
This is a Pepsi Zero.
Oh,
Nice.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm on a Coke. Oh my gosh. Well, anyway, we have been going on for a little while here, so before we go, are there any last minute questions or anything for Danielle? Since we have, by the way, you are welcome anytime you want to come back on and hang out with us. This has been so much fun.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Julia says ASMR. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, stop. We're not doing that. We're not doing that right now. No,
I'm not good on podcasts. I get too awkward too fast.
I think you did really well.
Because I forget that people can hear me, and I just start saying a bunch of random stuff.
Listen, you are fine. You're just hanging out with the three of us, as far as I'm concerned, right?
That's basically all this is just
pretty
us
much.
hanging out and just
Yeah.
chatting.
Yeah.
And then me slowly losing my mind as I don't know what to draw.
Mom says, "Okay, goodbye." So,
Bye, Mom. I love you.
Yeah, we love you, Mom. Thank you. So,
No, I love you.
No, I love her too.
I love you, Mom.
I love you, Mom.
Your favorite.
No.
I love you, Mom.
What?
I'm your favorite.
Stop
Yep.
it. No.
I love you
Mom!
more than Mike.
Mom, do you hear this? Do you hear this nonsense?
I love you more than Mike.
No, you shut up. I love you more.
You shut
Stop
up.
it. You shut up.
You shut up.
How dare you? This is my show.
I don't give a damn if this is your show.
That noise that you just made.
Oh my god.
I'll take over this whole show.
That's
what you mean?
That's on here forever now.
What you mean? I'll take over this whole show. This will be the Danny show.
No. These I don't.
No, it will be fun.
These guys would fight for me, right? No, wait.
No chance.
Tino just said, "Oh, it would be fun." Thanks, Tino. Appreciate that.
Listen, that's what I'm saying.
Elias has my back. Run, Elias.
I would have been so mean.
Elias has my back.
You what?
Do you?
Dang. Dang.
What?
You have my back. You won't let Danielle take.
Your what?
Dang. Dang.
My back, my neck, my back.
Looks like they're my friends now.
I think we've devolved into the point.
Oh my god, it's JD Dolan all over again. Okay, I'll explain off stream. Anyway.
Oh, we were still on that.
Yes,
Ooh, see? Told you.
Okay, all right.
Whoopsie.
Okay, well, anyway, thank you guys for hanging out tonight, and
goodbye, world.
We may have only raised $120, but that's better than nothing. You know?
It is better than nothing. Yes,
it's a good chunk of change to send out.
Yes, so. And so yeah, if you have the opportunity, we are going to leave this link up here. Please go donate to the California Fire Foundation. Help the firefighters out there. If you are in the Los Angeles area, please be safe. Don't be a hero. Listen to all the advice that Danielle has given. Thank you, Danielle, for the fire safety advice for truly. I'm so glad that you could come on
thank
here.
You for answering my many questions. I'm sorry if I hope I wasn't too overbearing.
No, any question that you guys have, I'm happy to answer, and I'll answer to the best of my ability. And obviously, for those of you in California, I will continue to pray for you and hope that you guys are all safe and just be smart.
Yes, I think that's the best. That's the best thing that we can say. All right. Well, anyway, thank you all so much. I got to do the YouTube thing super duper quickly. If you like this show, and I know you did, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so
You
you're
better
notified.
have.
Yes, you better have. Please make sure that you hit the bell so you're notified every single time that we go live or we update a new video. If you're able to, please go sponsor us over on Coffee at ko-fi.com/Chucky Chicken Cartoons. We have 2 tiers currently. Anywhere between $3 to $5 a month, or $5 to $10. I gotta go back and look at it. But if you're able to, please consider supporting us that way, or becoming a YouTube member, or going and buying a Chucky Chicken T-shirt over on our merch store, Chucky Chicken Cartoon /fourthwall-shop.com.
And if you want it to be the Danny Show, drop it in the comments.
Stop it. Anyway, for the Cluckin Crew, I'm Mike Cook.
I'm Elias.
I am Athena.
Oh, and I'm just a guest.
And thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye!